This road's amazing. Oh, so fun. So fun. Yeehaw. Do you want me to get your picture?
Would you please?
Yeah. It's hard to take a selfie like that.
I think I turned it. Thank you so much.
You bet. Welcome to Uncompahgee, I had no idea how to say that, National Forest. It's a beautiful day. Looks like it's going to rain here later this afternoon, so I'm hoping I can get this ride in before it starts to rain. It's 77 degrees right now at the start of this canyon and this highway here. The highway that's known as the $1 Million Highway runs from Ouray, Colorado to Durango, Colorado, and it's got some amazing scenery, as you can see. It's a beautiful piece of road. Does not have a lot of guardrails, so it's exposed, just say it that way. Pretty amazing canyon walls. Cool little waterfall. There's a lot of these little canyons that are beautiful, show a lot of really amazing waterfalls and things like that. So this is makes for a very beautiful ride. This area is very popular, not just for great roads like this and motorcycle riding, but off-highway exploration as well. There's a whole lot of Jeep trails in the area. That area right there, that piece of road right there was really exposed. Pretty big drop off right there. Anyway, a lot of Jeep trails, as you can see right here. This is the start of one of the popular ones called Alpine Loop. There's usually quite a few Jeeps and side-by-sides that are parked right along here. I had the opportunity yesterday with some friends to go up to Yankee Boy Basin, which was the road you can see right from that overlook, and it heads up off into the mountains that way. I was in a Toyota FJ Cruiser with a lift kit and very capable little rock crawling machine. We put it in forward low and low gear it, and it just climbs up just about anything. And a friend of mine was on a four-wheeler, and we got up really close to the top and hit a section that was pretty rough. It was a lot of fun in the FJ, and he was doing it really well on the four-wheeler, and then all of a sudden he veered off to the right, which isn't a fun feeling. And I thought he'd hit a rock, and it bounced him off to the right because it was pretty steep, and he got sideways on the trail, and then tried to. I went down and helped him get straightened back out again, and then tried to ride it again. He veered off to the right again, just really dramatically. We couldn't figure out what was going on. He's like, "Man, am I this bad of a rider?" Well, it turns out he'd broken the tie rod that holds the steering on the left front wheel, and it was just sort of doing whatever it wanted, and so it was not steering. Which was very unfortunate for him, and somewhat dangerous, as you can imagine. Well, we were all the way up, almost to Yankee Basin, to the top of it, and so he happened to have some tools with us, and so we got tools out. I was borrowing his FJ, by the way. So we pulled the tools out of his FJ. We explored and looked at things, and what had happened was the end of the ball joint on the end of the tie rod had broken in half, split open. And so it was like instead of being a ring with the ball in it, it was like a U shape, which obviously isn't gonna work. And so we thought we'd just take the ball joint off the end of the tie rod, and that we didn't have the right tools for that. He needed some bigger wrenches than he had in his kit, and so we explored other options and just tried to think of what else we could do. We ended up taking the whole tie rod off. That was 2 bolts. Took both of us to get them off of there. I'm pretty tight, and so we pulled those off, and got the tie rod off. But now you're stuck, right? You've got a four-wheeler that you can't ride at the top of a pass, and they had to head home this morning, and this was about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So we ended up coming back down in the FJ, which was a lot of fun, and then the nearest part was in Montrose, which is about an hour from Ouray. So I took the FJ up to Montrose, picked up the part, got there at 2 o'clock or so, 2:30, something in that neighborhood, and then it might have been 3, I guess. Turns out that the guy had to use a vise to hold the tie rod to get enough leverage on the tie rod in to loosen it to get it off. So not something we could have done even if we'd have had the tools up the mountains. So it all worked out pretty well. We got up at 6 o'clock this morning, hit the trail. We were up there by 7, had the tie rod replaced by 7:05. Super easy, dropped 2 bolts in, tightened them up, away we went. Came back down, we were back down by 8 o'clock. So great adventure, really fun. Got to do Yankee Boy Basin Trail twice, which was amazing. I gotta say, it's a lot more fun to be a driver than a passenger, at least for me. My preference, anyway. And it was great fun. Good adventure. Really enjoyed it. Glad I did it. Glad I got to go. Really appreciate Chris and his family. They were great to hang out with all week. Bunch of adventure bikes. It's like a bunch of BMW GS's, a couple of Harleys. Quite a few Harleys. Nice. That was nice of him. Pull over, let me pass. He knows I'm going to want to go around these corners a bit faster than he is. They're rough. The snowplows come down and kind of beat the asphalt up in those corners, so they're not very smooth. Still a lot of fun though. Sure is a beautiful summer. I can't believe it's so green. It's usually beginning to turn really dry about this time, but not this year, which is great. I love it. Really beautiful. Really accents the colors really well of the trees and mountains and the rocks and flowers. All that. Hey, itinerary. There's a lot of people riding enduro bikes, I've noticed, up here. Much more prevalent than I think the adventure bikes are, at least from what I've seen so far. It's an amazing place. Highly recommend it if you can get out this way. One of the best roads in Colorado. Cool Land Cruisers. A couple of old vintage ones. This one in front of us looks like maybe a early 70s. The one in front of that maybe a late 70s, early 80s. Land Rover or Land Cruiser, Toyota Land Cruisers. Pretty cool. County, Red Mountain Pass. This must be a divide where watershed and one goes one way and one goes another. Beautiful. There's a little mine opening right there. Mine shaft opening. You can see it inside the mountain. This road, the $1 Million Highway, was built specifically for the mining community. With $1 million views and carting millions of dollars of mining activity, goods and services. Cool line of Jeeps there. Butler Motorcycle Maps has rated this road, a G1 road. That's the best road. So it's definitely right up there as one of the best roads in Colorado. Look at that. You can see why. Just a really amazing string of asphalt right through a canyon. Just an absolutely beautiful canyon. Some amazing scenery with the mountain peaks off in the distance. And that's a great view right there where you can see the road and how it goes down into the valley like that. Oh, it's amazing. Beautiful, just beautiful. Right down at the bottom of this hill is where I turned around a couple days ago. I had gotten stuck behind some traffic. It was moving really slow. There was an SUV, not an SUV, a great big camper. Oh, why am I having such a hard time with words today? It was an RV pulling a big trailer with some side-by-sides on it, and it wouldn't. Going down this, I could see why. It's fairly steep, and in a rig that heavy, you got to be really careful about your brakes. And so they couldn't have been going more than 20 miles an hour. There was a huge line of cars all lined up behind them because they were so long that you get a passing section like that one I just did, and you just couldn't. There's not enough time to get around them. So at least that's what I assumed. So big line of cars, not a lot of fun. But today, oh, this is amazing. Very little traffic. I haven't got stuck behind anybody. People have been very polite, pulled over and let me by. Ah, just amazing. I feel like a big VIP. Beautiful valley. Creek running through it. Some old cabins. Pretty cool little bridge over that creek back there. Beautiful place. These guys look like they've got long haul bags on. Both of them are stacked up pretty good. Don't look like local plates either. So they're probably doing some long distance touring. There's a pretty stretch of road right here too. I'm just excited because I'm gonna get over to the other side, find a place to have lunch. I'm gonna turn around and come back. I get to do the road all over again. It'll be a lot of fun. What an amazing road. These corners aren't super tight. You can just lean into them and go around them. It's amazing. A lot of fun. Cool view of the river right there. Crossbars is how you know you're going to do a serious mountain pass. In the winter they'll drop those when it's too dangerous to go over. Woohoo! This road is fantastic. why it is highly rated. Got a big grin on my face, that's for sure. Woohoo, look at this road. I can't believe I don't have any traffic in front of me. I said this in some other videos, but I love it when you're on a road like this and there's nobody in front of you, nobody coming towards you. Like this part right here where just you and the road. Ah, it's one of my favorite feelings. Just fantastic. Look at that view, and look at that drop off. Hey, a guardrail. Haven't seen many of those. This must be a really serious drop off then. Or probably have lost a few cars off of that at some point. This is amazing. Beautiful. I love that sheer cliff on that side and drop off on this side. And beautiful mountains in the background, twisty road. Boy, how can you beat that? Can certainly see why you call it the $1 Million Highway. Oh, that's beautiful right there. I don't know if you can see that on the GoPro, but there's a little waterfall coming down right there. Elevation 10,000 feet right here. Still climbing. Oh, look at that. Those mountains in the background are amazing. Of all the roads on the Butler Motorcycle Map, I'll pause that thought for just a second. Look at that view. Oh my word. That's beautiful. Striking. All the roads on the Butler Motorcycle Map, I think this is one of the longest ones that's highly rated. There's a lot of other roads that have sections that are G1 rated, but then they're G2 or G3 all the way around them. And I think the $1 Million Highway is one of the ones that has a longer stretch of G1 rating road. Right around this guy. Oh, I'm having too much fun. Another amazing view with that mountain peak in the background. Boy, beautiful. Look at that. It's amazing. Just amazing. You can see the road running down there and then back up the other side. That's pretty cool. Let's see what these guys are doing. Pulled off. That's just too much fun. Too much fun. What a view. Look at that. Wow. What a blessing to live in an amazing area like this. Fantastic. When we did Yankee Boy Basin yesterday, somebody had taken a big dual cab, long bed, extended bed. I think it was a Silverado, Chevy Silverado up there. I couldn't believe it. They were making it though, climbing right up. I'll have to look at a topographical map and see how this side of the $1 Million Highway sits in relation to the road that I did a couple of days ago over Lizard Head Pass. They're both kind of paralleling each other from what I can tell, north to south. Just not sure how far apart they are. And if this is the other side of the mountains I was seeing over there, or if there's more ranges in between here and there. Those runaway truck ramps always remind me of growing up where I did in Idaho. We'd go back and forth to Jackson Hole quite a bit and over the Teton Pass, and I can just remember as a kid there's a lot of those runaway truck ramps on the that Pika jumped right back towards me when he saw those cars coming. I hope I didn't hit him. My back tire. As a kid I can remember looking at those runaway truck ramps and just thinking that it'd be really fun to drive up them. Well, the car was buried up to kind of midway up its doors in the gravel. I think it'd probably be some college kids or high school kids or something goofing around. And they had a heck of a time getting the car out, I bet. But once I figured out that it wasn't just like a hard-packed dirt road, but it was actually deep, soft gravel as you get up those, then I realized that maybe it wouldn't be so fun. Views are amazing, and horses out in the pasture. About can't beat that view. Well, you can't argue about the beauty of this area though. It is majestic. This is the $1 Million Highway right here. Start in Ouray here in Ouray, Colorado, and then Silverton's here, and I think I'm somewhere in this neighborhood, which I'm kind of surprised that that ski resort isn't showing up on here. But Durango's down here. This was the road I rode the other day down to Rico. That was pretty cool. Looks like this is a good road too. I'll have to maybe do that another time. Anyway, I'm probably somewhere in this neighborhood. So I'm going to turn around here and then head back up the $1 Million Highway back to Ouray. Have lunch in Ouray. Should be a lot of fun. Beautiful flowers along the road here. There's these yellow ones and then purple. And ones that look like daisies. And I have no idea about flora or fauna. Flora in this case. Because I spend all my time thinking about motorcycles and cars and work with my family. Alright, here we go. Back we go. I'll have to stop and get some petrol at some point. And clean my visor. Apparently, do that as well. That was amazing. So that's the ride for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. I highly recommend, if you have the opportunity and you enjoy motorcycle riding or driving a car on an amazing road, that you come down and see the beauty of this part of Colorado, southern Colorado, and drive the $1 Million Highway, because it is phenomenal. Highly recommend it. Just amazing. So, if you enjoyed it, then give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Oh, awesome! VW vans! Those are great! Pretty cool. You see it all. Get out and ride. We'll see you in the next video. Beautiful valley. Well, that'd be fun in a Corvette. Right there. I think it's cool how you can go one way and see certain views, and then you turn around and go the other way and it looks like a completely different road. Ooh, cool lake. I don't think I remember seeing that on the way up. Pretty cool. The lake with the mountains right behind it. Ooh, that's cool. Look at that view. So fun. Love these corners. How did I end up with no traffic in front of me again? Oh, that's beautiful. I was going to stop and get the bugs off my visor, but I got lucky and there's nobody in front of me. I'm not going to let that go. So, as you can see, lots of bugs. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. I love seeing roads that do that. That's just cool. Picture of beautiful tarmac. Well, this would be a lot more fun if it was dry, but I had my fun on the way up, I guess. Can't all be fun and games. Oh, wow. Hey, I'll take it. The road's dry, nobody in front of me. I'm cocooned in a windproof, rainproof bubble, and just enjoying this amazing scenery on this amazing road. Oh, beautiful. Woohoo! Ah, amazing. Great road and amazing part of the canyon right here. Wow, that's really slow. "20 miles an hour, that's quite a bit slower than I thought." Let's go there. Cool little mining shaft right here. Old leftover from mine. Silver probably, this area. Ooh boy. You had to really cut that corner to make it around that, didn't you? This is that exposed section. It always gives me the willies right through here for some reason. Just feel that. Whoa! I think my wife would like it very much. She's not a big fan of heights. Or exposure, I should say. And here's the tunnel again. Love this tunnel. It's a beautiful tunnel. It's a beautiful part of the canyon. Okay, this is my little cabin here, cabin E. Here it is, my little cabin, not in the woods. It is not big, it doesn't have running water, but I'm right next to the bathroom, so it's all right. Okay, see you later.